This is a vibraphone, and this is a guitar. And now there's only one foregone conclusion. Time to get stupid. I found this drain on the ground last night, and I almost put it back in the free pile because it's all plastic. Oh, my hair, dreadful. But it reminded me of a project I want to work on, and this is a component that may be very helpful in completing that goal. If you saw the thumbnail, it's probably pretty obvious to you what's going to happen here today. We are going to take the concept of a vibraphone and apply it to a guitar. A vibraphone is essentially a xylophone, but with a special feature. So this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like when you take off the mute. And this is what it sounds like when you turn on the tubular vibrato. It's time to revisit an old friend. You remember Noom, don't you? I drilled something like 2,000 holes in the top, and it still sounds like a guitar. But let's see if we can change that. The first thing we're gonna need is this drain. The second thing we're gonna need is somewhere in here. Here it is, a busted ass pickup winder. Still need to find the power supply though. Sweet. The power supply could use a little love, but let's see if it works. Red light. Spinny. Speed adjuster. First things first, let's use my DeVry Institute of Technology degree and fix the power supply.
At DeVry Institute of Technology, you can learn the skills you'll need for a high-tech career.
This comes free with every degree. And we're done. Since I got my degree from DeVry Institute, I'm making over $100 a week. Thanks, DeVry. But realistically, folks, DeVry was a bit of a scam. But if you want an educational resource that isn't a scam, then you're going to want to visit today's sponsor, WWGOA. That's Woodworkers Guild of America. Anytime I need more information about woodworking or new projects to take on, I check out Woodworkers Guild of America, and it provides a lot of information and a lot of inspiration. I've used WWGOA for advice on sharpening my chisels and planes or applying shellac finishes. They're always adding new videos, but one I definitely need to check out is how to make my own workbench. I'm also going to check out a few videos on how to best use my table saw and bandsaw because I'm self-taught and I could definitely use the advice of some experts. If you feel similarly, the first 1,000 of you to use the link in the description or the QR code on screen right now will get a full year premium membership to WWGOA for just $1.49. New members only! With our power supply fixed, we can move on. Here you can see the magnet and magnetic sensor for the counter. We don't really need a counter for this project, but we'll see if we use it. I'm gonna need the rheostat and switch, so we will follow the wires to here, and they are all screwed in terminals, so that will be much easier to undo than desoldering that. So here we go. Red, blue, white, green.
Red, blue, white, green.
Red, blue, white, green. What the H is this one for? This thing has an enormous sound hole, which means this giant drain only just barely fits. Like it almost falls through. So we're probably gonna have to add some brackets to secure it. Because this piece has such nice locomotion, I'd like to reuse it in there. Going right tight. These aluminum pieces are a good portion of the momentum that occurs, but they do not fit inside the guitar. So I either need to make shorter ones or try it without them. I still need to find a flapper. I don't know what they're called. A thing that's exactly this diameter minus, you know, a fraction of a millimeter. A canning lid is slightly too large. Too small. The other issue is how to attach it to the shaft. I'm thinking now that I'll make 2 half wooden discs and drill a hole through the shaft and dowel the 2 halves to either side of the shaft. A lot of innuendo available there if anyone wants to take advantage. Here's some spruce. I hope it's not too thick, but just thick enough that the doweling works out well. Just look at this precision. I'm gonna need some toothpicks.
Wonders that seem to me, Jesus so gracious should be, mercy revealing, comfort and healing, blessing a sinner like me. Pardon I could never know, Jesus such peace could bestow. Dear my dear Savior, show me his favor, cleanse my heart whiter than snow. Once I was full of all sin, now through the blood I'm clean. Willing to save me, pardon he gave me, and I am happy with him. Long I resisted his grace, in my heart gave him no place. But Jesus saw me till he had brought me, penitent taking his face.
I trimmed down the motor mount so it'll all slide in the sound hole, hopefully. Because of the added bracing I put in, it's not fitting, so I'm going to shave this down. This is definitely the stage in the project where I wonder if I've done something to break the components and it won't work once it's all installed, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I marked the center line here, and now it's time to disassemble and drill this out so I can attach the wings of the disc flapper, whatever it's called. Now realizing once they're installed, I will not be able to reinstall the pipe, so I'm just going to take it off to drill the holes to which the dowels will be mounted, to which these will be mounted. Glad I thought of that now. Now there's a piece of drill bit in there that's even harder to drill through than steel. The good news is I got the angle basically the same, which is important, but let's use broken pieces of drill bit to hold it together. It is not good. I mean, it's good, it's not great. All right, I need to dial those in a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm gonna work on reassembly. Actually have to file down these a little bit, not getting past. Comment below if you remember what order these go in. If you said red, blue, white, green, I hope that's right. But now there's this one. I took a picture of that one. This is the part in the soldering where you remember you didn't put the clip on. Okay, this is the moment we see if it still works. Wow, that's fast. We're in business. I need to get the power supply into there somehow, but also I need to figure out a way to mount this and actually add some dampeners to the bottom and get it all perfectly aligned. Once again, DeVry to the rescue. No way that's going anywhere. And one side of some double-sided tape as a damper. And in we go. It's in. Well, it's in there, it's lined up, but I forgot to add tabs to screw the chrome piece to, so now I have to do that and wait for them to set. All right, time to walk the dog. That's you. Wanna go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk? This way. Come on. The interesting thing about a vibraphone is that the rotation of the disc in the resonator tube doesn't just create a vibrato or volume pulsation, but it also creates a tremolo or tonal alteration. I don't know, alteration is not the word, but you know what I mean. Like, it affects both the note and the volume simultaneously. The clearance tolerances are actually quite low, so the string tension might F everything up. So we'll find out. At the moment, this is not going great. I'm pretty sure it's mostly the counter wheel with the magnet on it running into the bracing. So I gotta do some mods. Pretty sure to maximize the effect, I'm going to have to cover the 1632 holes as well. Okay, to give you a better idea of the tolerances, So we're not exactly back to the drawing board, but we're gonna have to do some creative modifications to get this to fit in under tension. See, pretty narrow tolerances there on that unnecessary counter wheel. But can I shave the brace without pulling everything out? Let's find out. I'm hoping that's enough. All right, I think we're set, but we need to cover these 1,632 holes. 1, 2, 3. Just kidding. It's a masterpiece. Here's some satisfying ASMR. Let's bring this to my daughter to decorate.
I think I'm finished.
And so now, without further ado, we find out just what I wasted my week on. All right, welcome to my boudoir. We're first going to do a little control here. We've got the flap covering the whole sound hole right now. Now we're going to open it up. Now, the moment of truth. I'm getting the impression that this was an abject failure. Glad I haven't pursued a patent. There's a slight variation in sound, but it's nothing like you get out of a vibraphone. This, if nothing else, is a testament to the fact that a lot of the sound is projecting from the wood and not all of it is air displacement out of the guitar. The strings themselves are projecting sound, the body is projecting sound, and the tone that comes out of the sound hole, though an important element of the final tonality of the guitar, seems to be not critical enough. So I think the only way to perhaps make this more effective is to dampen the body even more and have the air displacement be more critical to the overall tonality. So maybe I can wrap this in some fabric or something. Okay, I did notice the treble notes come through, they show the vibrato tremolo a little better. Let's put it in the context of a song and see if anything happens. Earthly wealth and fame may never come to me. A palace fair mine may never be. Let come what may, if Christ for me don't care. Anywhere is home if he's only there. Anywhere is home, let come and go what may. Anywhere I roam, he keeps me on the way. So for his dear sake, my cross I meekly bear. For it's home, sweet home, if he's only there. Oft I'm tossed about and driven by the foe, sad within, without, and wherever you may go. Wow, that was a bad note. But I press along still, looking up in prayer. For it's home, sweet home, if he's only there. You never know unless you try. Let me know what you thought about the sound, and let me know if you have any ideas on how to improve the design so that it would affect it more effectively. Effectively. And let me know what Buggy should play in our family band. Speaking of Buggy, let me know what you thought of my daughter's art. Once again, I want to thank you for watching. If you're into tremolo effects, vibrato effects, I've got an incredible video on a 1938 Rickenbacker with electromechanical vibrola built in. And I had some other video to reference as well. Oh, if you want to see the video where I drilled a bunch of holes in this, it had a little bit more effect than the onboard vibraphonic tubular rotating 9 more words. Thanks for watching.